So could you please tell us more about you and your journey of becoming district judge, sir?
I am Srikant Boblade, retired district judge.
Sir, how did you manage the pressure of decision making which really impacted the people's lives?
First thing is, we should not be conscious of the fact that we are going to affect the lives of the people. If we think all round in that sense, I think honestly we will not be able to make the decisions.
Sir, what was the one biggest challenge you faced in this role as a district judge or as a judge?
Well, to be frank, from first day till last day, whatever I faced were biggest challenges. But however, one case I feel I should tell this.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you for inviting me to this program.
Thank
I'm
you for
very much
being
elated.
here, sir.
Okay, madam. So kind of.
Thank you. Please have a seat, sir.
Please, thank you.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Thanks for accepting my invite. It's my pleasure having you here.
Good afternoon to you and all the people who are going to view this. I am very happy to come here because I always wanted to share my knowledge of my experience, and you have given me opportunity. For that I thank you from my heart.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
And as we are aware, so you have impacted the lives of many by upholding the justice.
Yes.
Today I'm just like trying to touch upon the glimpse of your long journey, sir.
Okay.
So could you please tell us more about you and your journey of becoming district judge, sir?
I am Srikant Boblade, retired district judge. I basically studied, I was born in 1954,
Okay.
25th December in Bijapur. Thereafter, I took my primary education 1 to 4 at Sindagi.
Okay.
Thereafter, we shifted to Jamkhandi. Jamkhandi, I studied up to SSLC. After SSLC, I came to Mumbai. There, I studied in BCom. In the 1974, I passed BCom examination
Okay.
and did miscellaneous works, accounts work, managers work, etc., etc.
Mhm.
Thereafter, it so happened in the year 1980, I had to do a balance sheet and trial balance, which required lot of concentration.
Yeah.
So I was having severe headache.
Okay.
Severe headache means once I get headache, I used to get for 15 days.
Okay.
So what I did was, without consuming any food, I daily used to take 3 to 4 aspirin tablets without any medical prescription,
Okay.
and used to do the work.
Mhm.
After having done this, I fell ill. It was detected as urinary tract infection, and there was bleeding in the urinary tract.
Okay.
Thereafter, I was admitted to hospital.
Mhm.
Moment I came back after recovery,
Mm.
doctor advised me that you should have an active life. So what my brother did was, you please give me your BCom certificate. He took it and he said, today you are going to join law college. I said, whether it's open or not, you can't tell it from here. You have to go there and find it out.
Right.
So I went to morning law college. Basically, it was to lead healthy life so that I get up early.
Right.
I'll be able to walk 3 to 4 kilometers walk in the morning, and I had to reach the college at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
From first day onwards, in the year 1980, my vision was clear that I am going to practice law. I am not studying law for academic purpose, because all the subjects were so interesting. And another anecdote is, I was normally 6 months elder to almost all the students.
Okay.
But still, I must thank my Hinduja friends that nobody teased me or nobody called me uncle. I don't know if they had done that, whether I would have continued study or not, God alone knows. But they cooperated with me, they treated as one of them. They never asked me age. In fact, the age was asked only when in WhatsApp group some of our friends contacted and came to know that I am a district judge. Then they said, how is it that you got retired only in the year 2014? Was there any problem? Did you resign? I said, no, I was 6 years elder than you. Then they said, oh, is it so?
Okay.
So this is my experience all about how I joined law.
Yeah, sure. Sir, how was your typical day as a district judge?
As a district judge, my working hours started at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Sure.
Morning 4 a.m. I used to get up.
Okay.
Administrative duties were there, other duties were there. So once I get up at 4 o'clock,
Yeah.
after my morning prayers for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
I used to do the readings of the briefs which have happened yesterday and get myself ready. At the same time, since district judge's job involves so many responsibilities, it's not it will be very difficult if I take a leave of one day. The people coming from 50 kilometers, 300 kilometers, 5,000 kilometers will have to go back stating that court is closed. So my aim was to see that I don't take a single day leave unless it is extremely urgent. So with that, to keep up my health, I used to do 1 hour walking, and thereafter start reading. That was my this thing. Though the course starts at 11 o'clock,
Okay.
Staff starts coming at 10. I used to go there at 8 o'clock only and look after all the things, whether everything is all right, everybody is doing what duties are being done. So it used to start at 8 o'clock in the court.
Okay.
Then naturally at that time there would be dictation to stenographer, whatever is there that was completed. So that normally at 10:05 my administrative work used to start. Who has come to the court, who has not come, how staff members are there. Just 5 minutes before going to the court, I had instructed my bench Shirastadar that he should come and report to me. Then within 5 minutes I used to have a look at the board and decide how we are going to deal with the cases. I mean, management part was done.
Okay.
Moment I go and sit in the court, naturally, whatever plans were there used to collapse. And as per the submissions of the advocates, there used to be a change.
Yeah.
Then 1:30, 2 o'clock lunchtime, and lunchtime also, while I was having my lunch, I used to carry one book with me, that is normally ILR, or if I have to read something for the purpose of dictation. And moment my lunch is over, my stenographers were ready, I used to give them dictation. So because Bangalore, stenographers were not coming to home office.
Okay.
So this was the situation. So I have to complete my working, all the dictation only in the afternoon.
Okay.
And for that purpose I must quickly complete the lunch and sit down. Then whatever corrections are there, I used to do it in the evening. I used to get down at 5, 5:10, 5:20.
Okay.
Thereafter, whatever dictations I have given on typewriter or judgment corrections are there, corrections used to be carried out. 5:30 my bus would be there. That was a staff bus for district judges. I used to sit in and go home. Then again while going home, next day's files were given. So I had to read. So after I went home, maybe 1 hour I used to chit chat and see the news and everything. And thereafter, naturally, I have to start preparing for next day's work.
Okay.
And then normally I used to go to sleep at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And again next day morning get up at 4. That was my routine.
What are the general responsibilities of a district judge in India?
Madam, general responsibilities of district judge are twofold. Now, how we behave with people, what image of the court we are giving, and also the responsibility is to see that we are dealing correctly with the cases which come before us,
Okay.
so that people should not have grievance. Of course, uh, the cases which are argued are diametrically opposite. A says that it's black, B says that it is red. So I have to decide that it is neither red, neither black. That is day to day this thing.
Yeah.
Giving correct judgment is lot of responsibility. Plus, not only in the open court, not only in the office, but also everywhere you go in the society also,
Yeah.
behavior of judge should be up to the mark.
Right.
So we were conscious of that. But overall, I can tell I enjoyed my period as a judge. I was very happy, and legal service authorities work is there. I used to make it as a say relaxing period, because while you are reading a particular book or particular cases, it will be quite serious and your mind will be heavily concentrating on that.
Yeah.
But moment legal service authorities work is there, I mean, not such responsibility is there. Your responsibility is to act with people and explain them what is the law. So they are the lighter this thing. So I used to take it as a lighter sense, so that you don't need 100% concentration.
Correct. Yeah. Sir, how did you manage the pressure of decision making, which really impacted the people's lives?
First thing is, we should not be conscious of the fact that we are going to affect the lives of the people. If we think all round in that sense, I think honestly we will not be able to make the decisions. First of all, facts are there, facts are stated before us, and even when we feel that some party or advocate is not telling the truth at that time, we used to dig and find out what is the fact which is affecting the parties.
Right.
After having got complete mastery over the facts, then only I used to take up the decision making, and hurry burry will not help anybody. So after having done that, I used to give fuller thought to what would happen, because as a district judge, while you are making a decision, there are thousands of options available. Which is the best option? Which causes least damage to any party which we are going to do, or how we can save him from the knowledge? We have to give thought to it and then decide. And law is always there to help, and advocates are there to help. Most of the times advocates would put the difficulties of their parties, but sometimes even when they don't put, our experience as a lawyer comes to our help. We used to gather all the facts. If the facts which we are taken are correct, then your decision would be right. So far as impacting life is concerned, once the facts are proved, then there is no going back. Because suppose a person has committed murder or he has committed a rape, I can't think what will happen to him, what will happen to his wife and children, whether they would suffer. Because uh, in Indian judiciary, normally once person is convicted, he is asked that, see, you are convicted of this offense, what offense you have to, what punishment should be awarded to you.
Yeah.
That time normally, I'm sorry to say, most of the lawyers are not prepared to answer that question,
Okay.
and facts which are required are not given.
Okay.
When such situation arises, it is the duty of the judge to dig the facts. For example, accused has come before me. How many children you have got? What is it that your wife is doing? What job you are doing? What income you are getting? What are the pressures of life? All we have to get the information even if they don't give. That's why in Bachchan Singh's case 1980, Honorable Supreme Court held that a judge is to do the balance sheet of incriminating as well as aggravating and balancing uh, conditions, and find out, put all of them together and come to decision as to what judgment you are giving. So it's a quite technical thing. It has to be done. We used to do it and we did it. After that, we used to take all the facts into consideration and find out, dig facts as to what are the difficulties of accused. Here I would like to give one example. I had seen a movie called Diwar.
Okay.
In that, Shashi Kapoor as a police inspector shoots a small kid that he's stealing something. Moment he goes running and catches him, and it was when he finds what he has stolen, he feels really sorry. Even audience feels sorry. That was, he was stealing a loaf of a bread.
Okay.
So he was hungry. Like that, we'll have to unearth situations which makes man commit offense, and thereafter we have to come to decision. If our facts are right, then definitely then no going back, because we can't show leniency to murderer,
Right.
or a person who has committed rape, dacoity, terrorist, because if we give a murderer a chance
Yeah.
to live fresh life, then it is quite possible that he may continue committing those murders. The duty, honorable duty of the judges include also to prevent the, whether he can be reformed,
Yeah.
whether it is possible to reform him.
Right.
That also will have to be considered. It's psychology.
Yeah.
What are the circumstances? Did he make the crime for the sake of offense, or he was forced by circumstances?
Yeah.
All these things used to weigh while
Hmm.
making criminal judgment, so far as punishment is concerned.
Sure. That's good, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how did you ensure impartiality and fairness in your courtroom?
Madam, to maintain partiality, we have to cultivate that habit. We may have got certain experiences. I can give example often told by Honorable Justice Ravindran, that you may be a good tenant, but your landlord may be bad. You may be a bad landlord, but your tenant may be good. But while you come and sit in judging the others' matters, you should not import your experience into that. Don't think that landlord which has come before you in the court
Correct.
is the very man who has come. Or let me tell, landlord may be bad to me. Suppose he comes to the very landlord comes to the court, but in that case he may have better case.
Correct.
So we should not be prejudiced by that.
Correct.
That should be our approach, and that has to be cultivated. It doesn't come. First thing, one must not have any interest. Nemo judex causa sua.
Yeah.
Nobody should be interested. If slightest possibility is there, normally I used to call other side and tell, look here, Prasad is my friend, so we have got family relations. I don't want to do it. X has come to you, he has come to my house, had a tea with me. I have got talking relation, so I don't want to do his case.
Correct.
First of all, if you have got interest, leave that case.
Correct.
Don't touch it. And sometimes it so happens that other side says, no, your honor, we have got full faith on you. Other side says, then we can do it. So what happens is, you have to keep a balanced view of the matter, not being prejudiced by circumstances which have affected you. For example, there was one case of one judge who was badly treated by a banker in his previous life. Previous life means as an advocate.
Yeah.
So, whenever we appeared before him for doing our cases, we used to get lot of concessions. We were happy. But that's not the way in which you should deal with people. Your experience apart, you have to keep it apart and do it. And you have to train your mind in that manner. We have to cultivate that habit.
Right. Good, sir. Sir, what was the one biggest challenge you faced in this role as a district judge or as a judge?
Well, to be frank, from first day till last day, whatever I faced were biggest challenges. But however, one case I feel I should tell before. There was an ex-serviceman who had applied for a land in Belgaum, and what the officials at Tahsildar's level, revenue officers used to do was, we don't have any land. Just give the endorsement and go. When his case came before me in Karnataka Appellate Tribunal, while I was sitting with my another member judge who was chief secretary's level revenue hand, I felt shell shock. These service people men are sacrificing their life, leaving their family, going on the battlefield, and that man wants to rehabilitate himself. You simply give them endorsement. I got upset and I called revenue officials and I told them that you cannot give a blank endorsement without having any records. I wrote down in that judgment how they should prepare. First of all, what is the land which is acquired? They are acquired by two methods. Number one, tenancy land is there, and tenancy land cannot be given to him because it passes excess limitation. So that is excess land. Plus government land is there, that will always be there. Plus you must make a balance sheet of all these things and produce it before the court so that it will be able to make the judgment. I gave them 3 days time to get the register and bring all those registers. Moment I said, third day reply came, sir, we have understood our mistake. We will be allotting that man. I said that will not do. Allotting one man because he has come before the court is not proper.
Correct.
You must prepare a register and show it to me.
Yeah.
If you are not prepared, I will give 10 days time.
Yeah.
But that should be done. That was one of the experience which I can never forget. And second experience is, it is in respect of Karatgi. In small villages and camps, you will appreciate that there will be only one cemetery for whole of this thing. See, in small villages, you will not have cemeteries for Hindus, Lingayats, Brahmins, scheduled caste. Like that, they don't have cemeteries. They will have one cemetery, they are living there. It appears that some political pressure was there. Deputy Commissioner passed an order to reserve cemetery for particular community.
Okay.
That was challenge. It came before me. He was saying, sir, state. I said, what you want me to stay? People are going to die.
Correct.
That I cannot stay.
Yeah.
And if you have reserved it for particular community,
Right.
if some other party communities people die, then if they take them, they will refuse him final rights.
Correct.
Then how do we feel? This is very situation. I want to see that all the papers of this must be on my table tomorrow at 10 o'clock. No, sir, it's not possible. Not possible means I will order inquiry against you also and your deputy commissioner also, both. I don't know. I want result. I want tomorrow morning it will be there.
Okay.
Moment I passed an order, sir, how I should communicate? I don't have phone. I said, okay, government assistant should come to my office. You can phone from here, but do it. You should do it. The ultimate result was at 11:30, my doorbell rang. Then I went, who is this man coming at 11:30? The very officer from deputy commissioner's office, Koppal, had come. Sir, he said only one thing. Sir, I have all brought, I have directly come because your lordship said he wanted at 10 o'clock in the morning, but I have come. But for your information, that order has been withdrawn.
Okay.
I said, thanks God. Tomorrow there will be nothing.
Okay.
Though I did not decide that case, I am happy that I could do something.
Right,
See,
sir.
communal harmony in society is very important.
Correct, sir.
From that sense, I feel this case is important.
Yeah. Yeah. Good to know, sir.
Thank you.
So, were there any moment where you personally struggled with judgment even after following law?
Yes, I think it was in city civil court
Okay.
and it was ex parte judgment. And you know that ex parte judgments are never difficult. We do it as a matter of fact. First, I went to house and dictated the judgment. Came back to the court. I told my stenographer, I am not happy with the judgment. I will redictate, will not deliver it today. She said, okay.
Okay.
Second time I gave the ferry judgment, same result. I told, we are not going to do it. Then next day I went to home. I had taken whole papers. Why this judgment is troubling me? So that day I got up at 1:30.
Okay.
Moment I got up, then I said, now I will do what has happened. I went through the papers. What I did was, I had a superimposed picture taken for me, in the sense that originally property belonged to Ayesha.
Okay.
60 by 40. What was its boundaries? I wrote it down on one piece of paper. Then what was the portion which was willed to her daughter? Two daughters were there, different. That was also drawn on the very picture. Then what I did was, third thing, what is the property which I have sold to other person? The dimension of the property which was subdivided was the same. But what was done there was, the boundaries were put of whole original undivided property.
Okay.
So I was doing it because pleadings were so misleading that every time while delivering the judgment, I stuck. I said, no, I am not going to deliver it. Then when I used this method, I came to know exactly what had happened. So this really baffled me. For an ex parte judgment, I am struggling means I laughed at myself how it could happen. But it did happen in that case. Third time I could write the judgment only after. So one has to be careful because we are dealing with properties of others, lives of others. So judge has to be careful. I mean, there is no Just like driver, if he is careful, he can
Right.
save 4 people or 60 people.
Right.
But judge, if he is rash, he can finish society itself.
Right, sir.
So we should be conscious of that fact.
Right, sir. Uh, Sir, like, how did you manage high-profile cases?
Madam, very simple. In one's court, there are no high profile cases.
Mm-hmm.
We are not high profile cases means either they belong to film actors or politicians or big famous man or it has been gone to Supreme Court much more times. We decide those cases as if we are going to decide any other case, then only we are able to decide. There is no high profile case.
Yeah.
So I dealt it as a matter of fact. I have not given any undue importance because every person who comes to court under the Constitution of India has got right that his case should be adjudicated correctly. So while dealing with the case, one should take care, and I have taken care to see that uh, high profileness of the case does not affect our mind by any way. That's how we have done, and we have been trained to give judgments without fear or favor. That is being done.
Sir, we have seen in India, so legal awareness is very less, especially in rural areas. So, as per your opinion, like how we can increase the legal awareness in rural?
So far as judiciary is concerned, we have got earlier we had a legal aid act and legal aid boards. There the prosecutors were doing the job. Then Justice Bhagwati came.
Yeah.
I'm talking of second Bhagwati, not senior most Bhagwati who was there earlier. He was champion of providing, and directive principles of our constitution also say that financial disability should not prevent a person from going to the court. He can go to the court only if he is aware. So legal service authorities program I used to attend and take active part even as an advocate, and I have given active contribution to them. In fact, in Jamkhandi where I was practicing, there was an update saying that one person went to my senior and said, "Sir, I am very poor. I can't afford. Can you help me? If you are very poor, then you should go to my junior Babladi." That was his advice because he put so much efforts. Go to him. That was my reputation. So far as legal service is concerned, Legal Service Authorities Act is there. They are conducting various symposiums. They are going village to village, and people should take advantage of it. Uh, Organizations should hold such legal meetings apart from courts, and advocates also see that they are committed to legal service. That unless we get a rule of law in the society, we cannot prosper. So as nation, we are knocking. Computerized technology has come. If we say poverty is reason for not giving justice, it's not proper. So for legal awareness, everybody should work, and I have done my bit. And even today at this advanced stage, I am ready to do. If any responsibility is given, I am ready to do that with smile. And legal awareness must be created. For that everybody should support.
Sure, sir. Thank you. So we are almost at the end of this particular conversation. So,
Yes.
would you like to give any piece of advice to the young people who would like to pursue law as a career?
Well, first of all, career as lawyer itself is a very difficult job.
Yeah.
Normally, you go to any 10 to 6 job, You will be doing your job there and coming back to home. After coming back to home, there will be no homework. But court work as an advocate is such that you cannot do anything within court hours. You have to attend the court, but your homework has to be done. So lawyer has to be first of all hardworking. He should be fully dedicated, and he should take up his clients' cases. If they are paying fees well, take it. You are not supposed to live on air. You should have your food and this thing. But at the same time, you must remember story of Jahangir,
Yeah.
that there was a bell and with rope tied to it, anybody who felt injustice was done to him was required to pull that bell. Moment the bell was pulled, the king used to come and he used to do ask his grievance and to do justice. So, as a societal members, the advocates have also got duty towards them. Do it sincerely, and if call comes to you that you should become a judge, never shirk from responsibility, only on the ground that in legal profession you have got better opportunity of earning money, because you could not have earned even 10% of your earnings if you had met all bad judges. Good judges are needs of the society. Our higher echelon of courts select persons who have got ability to dispense justice, and when they are called, you should go and join. That is your duty. So if advocate by hard work becomes successful,
Yeah.
and he is called upon to do the duty as a judge, if he doesn't shirk responsibility, then that will be greatest service he would be doing towards society. So I wish all of them. I respect rule of law, not only as a advocate, even as a citizen. I had got respect of law, and I had not studied law also. Rule of law is important. I expect everyone to hold rule of law in high esteem and give respect to it and obey the commands which are given to the people, and so that the golden era which was there in India will come back to India and will be able to enjoy.
Sure, sir. Good, sir. Good to know.
Thank
And
you.
it was nice talking to you, sir.
It was also nice meeting so many persons, and all the viewers. I congratulate them. Let them become aware of the laws and become a good citizen, so that efforts which you have put, I have put, will bring a fruit. So let us enjoy this fruit during the coming days.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your valuable time.
Thank you.
We'll meet again,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.